Hello there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to New Earth Sisterhood Tarot. My name is Olivia, and let's do your reading today about what's happening for you or what's in store for you the next 7 days. So I'm going to insert a picture of the different options that you can choose from, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hello there, pile number one. Let's see what the next 7 days have in store for you. I'm just shuffling my cards. Ooh, oh my god, those are too many. I know you guys are like, what's happening? Because you can't see anything. But I will show them to you in a second. One more, please. Yes, okay. We have ending. I'm sorry, and I don't know anymore. So for you guys, I'm just feeling that you might be in an in-between place. I'm hearing a limbo. I'm hearing as well, you might be in a limbo between two phases in your life, two cycles in your life. And a rite of passage I'm hearing as well, like you're going through this rite of passage and you have left that one cycle or one phase or part of your life behind, and the next one is going to begin or is about to begin, and you guys feel it and you know that it's going to happen because something has come to an ending here. But the next phase hasn't quite started yet. It hasn't quite taken root, and you may not even know yet what it will look like exactly. And so I just sense a lot of insecurity coming through. You're just unsure about everything, about life, about where it's going. Like, I don't know anymore. You guys don't know what's next. You guys really could be in a very confusing place, I'm seeing, where you're just very confused, where life is taking you, where spirit is taking you, and where the next week, but even beyond that, is taking you. And what I'm hearing, oh wait, I just lost it. I heard something. Oh yeah, trust. You need to trust. Excuse me. I'm just really hearing trust and guidance coming through. So those two words. So trust the guidance of your angels. Trust the journey that they're taking you on at this moment, and trust that it is leading you to where you need to be. And I'm hearing meditation could be very good for you guys as well, to help you get through this period, through this limbo phase in your life, because you are coming out the other side, you guys. You definitely are. Just keep holding the faith. And keep being strong. And I'm sensing you guys, I'm having this fire energy coming through. So I feel you guys are very fiery, very fierce. You're not someone that people can play with, or that the universe can play with. Not that it would play with you, but it's just like, I'm getting this energy that you don't take any BS, and you're just very, oh my god, those were too many cards, Spirit. Like, you're not taking any BS, and you're confident in your shoes, and suddenly all this is happening and you're like, why? Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know what to turn anymore, what you want me to do. And it's trust. The guidance is coming when you're willing to listen and meditate, and be patient with it as well. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want to tell pile number one? Root portal, vitality, stability, and survival, fearful. Yeah, you guys are in this fearful place and pretty scared and just overwhelmed and confused. And it feels like everything is shifting beneath you, like there's an earthquake happening in your life, and you're like, I don't even know what my foundations are anymore, what my stability is anymore. But in these next 7 days, you are going to find rooting. You know, you're going to find more stability. I'm hearing that Spirit is going to lift a tip of the veil for you. They're going to show you what, this next phase of your life, this stage of your life will look like, what it will entail. And you're going to be taken out of the darkness a little bit, and you're going to be shown at least part of this next journey that you're embarking on. And it's just so important for you to find stability and to find practices that work for you to help you find, nourish, and cultivate that stability within yourself, because inner stability is something that you can always have. Our external reality is always going to shift, and right now you are going through a lot of changes. This could be in different areas of your life, but it could also be in one specific area of your life. For instance, a relationship ending, a job ending, or you wanting to quit a job, moving. But I'm sensing for a lot of you, it's just a lot of different things happening at once. But there's nothing to worry about, because this is happening for you, not to you. And things may feel like they're falling apart, but I sense that you guys also know that this is because everything's falling into place. I sense that you guys do want these changes to happen. There is this contradiction going on, which is usually the fact with change, where it's like, oh, we don't really like that everything's changing and shifting, and it's giving us a lot of insecurity, specifically because I feel you guys don't know what the next thing is going to be, what's coming next. But there's also this excitement and this knowing that you want things to change as well. So this next week, you're going to find more stability in that. And you can find that yourself as well. Start meditating, start working on your root chakra, start finding practices that are grounding for you, to ground you in this present moment here, right now, and to be happy and grateful where you are in this moment whilst these things are coming in. And the things that are going to come in, they are good things, they're positive things. Even if it might not look like that at first glance, they're things that you actually want in your life. I'm sensing like, yes, it's difficult when something ends, but you also want this new beginning to come in. And then we have Majestic Eminence, Priestess, Divine Feminine, Worth. Wow, this is a very powerful card. I'm gonna put it right there. I like that one a lot. Like this week, you're going to find stability. The number 4 is coming through, which is all about stability, building foundations. You're coming into this new reality. You're accepting this new reality. Even if it's not here quite yet, you're finding root, finding stability. And when you find that, you're going to start glowing again from the inside out. Not that you guys aren't beautiful already, but it's just that I feel you guys lost that spark a little bit, lost that glow, because you've been worrying, you've been insecure, and that's totally normal and okay to go through that. But once you find the stability within and eventually also without, which I do feel is going to take more than the next 7 days, the stability that you'll find in your external reality. But in this next week, you can already find that inner stability, start building on that. And from there, you're going to find your inner worth again. You're going to shine again. I have a card in this deck which says Glowing Angel, which is my favorite card. And I feel you guys are starting to embody that glowing from the inside out. I'm hearing nourish your food, nourish your body with good food, nourish your body with exercise, your mind and soul with meditation. Just do things that are good for you. And I'm hearing that once you start doing that, you won't worry as much as you are worrying, or maybe worrying right now, and changing from this one stage to the next, going through this rite of passage is going to be easier for you when you do so as well. Okay, one more. Oh, I love this. It's so funny because I pulled it, and right before I pulled it, I heard emergence coming through. And then I saw emergence. I'm not kidding. That's crazy. And it says creation, resurrection, magician, number 11. Wow. So This is amazing. You're going to find a stability. You're going to start glowing from the inside out through the practices that Spirit is asking you to do, because this is something that needs to come from within. I think that's the important thing to remember. The next week isn't going to change anything at all if you keep staying in your head all the time, if you keep distracting yourself with going on social media on your phone, for example, instead of truly facing what's in front of you, what's going on in your life, instead of actually actively working on finding that stability within. This is something that you have to do yourself. And once you start doing that, you'll start getting into your power again. You're going to emerge from this in such an amazing way where you will wake up again to the inner power that you have. Because when we start getting into our practices, meditating a lot, etc., this really helps us to trust the universe, trust the guidance of the universe, be on the flow with life again, and trust in our own magical abilities. Trust that we are the witches, the magicians who can create our own reality. This person is creating the external reality that is outside of them. So once you get your internal reality in order, you can create your own external reality and decide what you want it to look like. What kind of job do you want to do next? What kind of relationship do you want to have next? Whatever has fallen away, think about what you would like to replace it with, and know that you have that power within to manifest what it is you want. And meditation just keeps coming through for you. So I'm really stressing that you guys could be really good manifestors and really good meditators as well. Let me just pull one more card here from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. I love this. Okay, there's no more place, so I'm just gonna put it on top of this. Wow, get ready for new horizons. I sense that for lots of you, there is a gigantic shift happening in multiple areas in your life, and it's going to be positive changes. For a lot of you, your life may have been a little boring for a while, or even for a long time, for the past year, for example, which, to be honest, has been the case for a lot of us, given what's happened this year, although this is definitely a timeless reading. Hopefully it's better in the future, if future people are watching this. Anyway, it may have been boring for a while in your life. Things may have laid still a little bit. Know that things are about to get moving. Get ready. So I'm hearing a storm is coming, but it's not meant in a bad way at all. Like, it's not a bad storm. It's an incredibly beautiful storm. And it's not even to wash anything away, because I feel like that happened already. It's to bring in these new horizons, these new opportunities, these new chances, these new people into your life. Okay, so this next week, the message is you have the power in your own hands. You hold the power in your own hands to start this journey, and it's time to get working on it, I'm hearing. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one, and I'm wishing you a lot of luck this next week. And I'm right here on this journey with you, because I very much recognize myself in this own pile. So let's do this together, okay? Bye! Hello there, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what the next 7 days have in store for you. We have I Promise. This is reminding me of the Star card, this card of the tarot deck that is full of hope, full of new beginnings, full of nourishment. So this is very hopeful to start with. A very positive energy coming through. Release. Okay. Let's see what the third one wants to say. I can do this. Interesting. Okay, let me just put them nicely. This is the universe saying to you, I promise this is going to be okay. This is Spirit telling you, we promise that we are doing everything in our power and behind the scenes to make everything fall into place in your life and for everything to be okay again. We know that this period in your life, or this past month, these past few days, or even this past year or years, for some of you even, have been really tough on you. They have been really hard on you, and you may have been going through a lot, but we promise that there is light at the end of the tunnel. We promise that there is I'm getting the sense of like turning the next page. There's this next page coming. There's this turning of the page. For some of you, even starting a new chapter or starting a new book. This page of your journey, or this chapter or this book, is almost over, and we're going on to the next. So I'm just sensing some of you, like, you may even have suicidal thoughts. For some of you, not for all of you, obviously. If you don't worry. It doesn't mean that they're coming at all. This is for those of you who feel that right now. And for those of you who do feel that way right now, I'm sending you so much love. The universe is sending you so much love, and I don't want you to give up. Don't give up. They promise that this new beginning, this hope is just around the corner. And it's also time to release any type of trauma, to release. I feel like you guys listening know what it is that you need to release at this time in order for this next thing to take place. And for a lot of you, I gave the example of trauma. Traumas can be big, they can also be very small ones. We all carry traumas within us, but I feel it has something to do with the mind, something to do with your way of thinking, something with your perspective. It is something in your mind that the universe wants you to release, whether it is thoughts where you are really being super hard on yourself, tearing yourself down, or maybe it's the perspective that you have on life and they want you to switch that and focus more on what you do have instead of what you don't have, to focus on gratitude and being grateful for the things that you at least already have right now. Even if they don't seem like a lot, you might be positively, what did I want to say? It might surprise you when you write out the things that you actually do have in your life, how grateful that you can already be for those, because other people might not have that. And it doesn't mean that for some of you, you have suicidal thoughts and are really dark and deep in depression. For others of you, this is not as deep or not as dark. But in any case, like, it doesn't make your problems any oh my god, how do I word this? It's funny because a couple of days ago I was thinking about this exactly, and this is such a synchronicity that's happening. I was thinking about the book Perks of Being a Wallflower, in which one of the characters says something like, well, it's not because people are starving in third world countries, and your problems are so-called luxury problems, that they aren't problems, that they aren't real, and that this isn't something that you're not supposed to struggle with or something. Like, your problems are valid, whether you have very big problems or smaller problems. We all have uncomfortable things and issues that we go through in our lives, and it's no use of being ashamed of the fact that it's a luxury problem. As long as it's your problem, it's something that is valid, and your feelings around it are valid as well. That's just something that's going through here as well, through my mind. Okay. Then we have manifestations, prosperity, fortune, pure intentions. Okay, wow. The reason why I couldn't get through that sentence is because Spirit wanted me to say something, and I feel this is a very specific reading, so that's why I sometimes don't immediately say the things they want me to say, but then I can't talk or anything. Anyway, some of you might be struggling with an eating disorder, and you might be feeling guilty about the fact that this is a luxury issue. This sounds so wrong saying that, because it's absolutely not, but you may feel that way because at least you have food food and other people may not have food, and you're just like throwing it up or like not eating it at all. Sorry if this is like a triggering thing for some people that I'm saying these things. And Spirit wants to tell you, like, this is your problem, this is your issue, and it's totally valid. And, you know, just think about yourself in this case. Don't think about the people who don't have food, even though it is a very sad thing. But that doesn't mean that this isn't a problem for you, okay? So that's one thing that wanted to come through there. Sorry, you guys, if this is too specific, I'm just channeling here. So, manifestation, prosperity, fortune, pure intentions, the number 29. Some of you may be 29 years old. I'm getting. And these beautiful lotus flowers here are very significant. I just see that there is something blooming in your life, or something that is about to bloom in your life. And this is a typical story of the lotus flower. You know, they grow from the mud, and the mud has to be there before the lotus flower can bloom. And the same is for our lives usually. We have to go through certain things before we can really change our perspective, or open our eyes, or see things in a new light or in a new way. And I definitely see that that is a sense for you. And if it's not the shifting of your mind or of your perspective, it's just that this is meant for you to bloom. The reason why these things are happening, or one of the reasons why, there's this sentence coming through from Rebecca Campbell's Light is the New Black, and I think she says something along the lines of, like, I don't want you to be open, I want you to be cracked open so beautifully, so that the light can actually shine through, so that the light can pour through, so that you can find your own inner light and you can shine it out into the world. Because I feel like here with this beautiful imagery, there is this light emanating from this person, from their hands, even just from their being. And even with these lotus flowers, it's like there's this, you know, at the core of our being, there's our hearts, which are just beautiful golden balls of light, and they just will start emanating for you. And this is not just a process that's going to take place the next 7 days. It's going to take longer than that. I'm just going to take a few more cards. Ooh, that I pulled for myself earlier, and I forgot to put them back into the deck. So, because I have a feeling this might want to come out later. Anyways, let's just pull a few more cards for you. What do you want to tell pile number 2 for the next 7 days, Spirit? Going into nature would also be a good thing for you to do, and a good way to ground yourself and to find yourself again. Now we also have adventure, innocence, play, discovery, the number 1. I think the number 1 is so significant here because you are starting a whole new journey, a beautiful journey of blooming. And with these purple colors in this card here, I feel you will be more connected to your crown chakra than ever before, and have the ability to really be in connection with spirit and find and hear the guidance that they're wanting to give you. For a lot of you, after this period of darkness, when you're starting to bloom again, I feel that psychic abilities might open up for you or start strengthening, and you might even find that new ones find their ways to you, that you suddenly can hear things or know things or feel things or even see things with your third eye, or your dreams might start to become very vivid here. And what's interesting is that this woman, this girl, has the key in her own hands. She has the key to find her way through this new beginning and towards this new door. She's excited, she is curious, she wants to discover what's next, and I just sense this childlike energies coming through. And the next 7 days, what can really help you, although I feel this reading is going way beyond these next 7 days, honestly. What can help you is to just connect to your inner child and connect to play, allowing yourself to enjoy life again, finding the little joys in life, just putting on your favorite music, maybe the songs that you loved listening to when you were younger or in your teenage years, just like blasting them out. Selena Gomez, I'm hearing. Maybe you guys were like huge Selena Gomez or One Direction fans, or still are, something like that. Taylor Swift, just like old music, maybe that you just want to start blasting and start dancing in your room by yourself. Or maybe, like I said before, going to nature at a time where there's not a lot of people around and just like frolic around, skip around, and just allow your inner child to come and play. Spirit really wants you to do this, and this is going to be able to give you a lot of release as well, to come back home to who you really are and what you really like to do, and just knowing that laughing and playing is a part of life and it doesn't all have to be so serious. It doesn't always, I mean, life is about learning, definitely learning spiritual lessons, but it doesn't mean that you can't have fun along the way. Okay? So then we have challenges, blocks, fears, negativity, and betrayal, number 6. Okay. And this is coming right under the card, I can't do this. Maybe what I was saying just now about like allowing your inner child to come out to play, being a little bit more lighthearted and finding joy in life is something like when I said those things, maybe it was triggering to you or challenging to you. Or just in general, you might hear those words but think like, well, I'm not going to do it anyway. And actually, it's funny because right as I was saying those things, specifically about the dancing in your room, I felt like you guys, most of you, weren't actually being very receptive of it and were like, okay, well, I'm not actually going to do that, or I'm not actually going out in nature and play. And this is again your own mind that's sort of getting in your way. Like your brain and your mind is really getting in your way here, pile number 2. Just in general, you might be extremely overthinkers and constant worry, people who constantly worry. And I feel that for you guys, your mind, your brain is your biggest challenge, your own fears, getting over your own self-limiting beliefs. But the mind is also where all the power lies, and you have control over your mind as well. And you can start by practicing control over your mind just by that, just by practicing it. Just by being your own parental figure and be like, okay, today we're actually going to have some fun. Today we are going to the forest, we are going into nature. Today I am going to put my music on and dance, or whatever is a releasing kind of activity for you. And self-betrayal is coming through here as well. You guys just might be really pessimistic or negative, not necessarily in general, but just in this phase in your life, just right now as you're watching this, or you might have the tendency to be so. You guys might not be very optimistic people, or maybe you're usually optimistic, but then this time in your life, it's just really hard to be so. And Spirit is really wanting you to overcome this challenge, but the power lays in your own hand. They can hand things to you, they can hand opportunities to you or show them to you where you can come out and be more yourself, be more authentic, where you can be connected to your inner child, go out and play. But at the end of the day, it's always up to you whether you actually do those things. And that is your biggest challenge, I'm hearing. Let's see what this other deck has to say for you. Pile number 2. What's happening for them the next 7 days, please, Spirit? I'm hearing nothing's gonna happen if you don't get up and make something happen. And I know that's a really harsh thing to hear. And it doesn't mean that Spirit isn't on your side. It's just that I don't know if you're into human design, but I feel a lot of you guys are actually meant to be manifestors. You could look up your human design if you'd like. And manifestors just means that you're the ones who really hold the power to bring things into your own life. Okay, 2 cards want to come out. Grounding, go deep, explore your roots. This, again, has to do with nature, with going into nature. I feel this is even a child sitting here who is reading her favorite fiction novel or book, and I'm getting the sense of like just doing things because you like doing them, not because they have an end goal attached to it. Just reading your favorite fiction novel from when you were younger, or just reading a new fiction novel right now that you've been wanting to read for a long time, and just enjoying it. Just giving yourself that time off, that day off, and that afternoon off, that morning off. Just go into nature and explore yourself again, explore your roots. Really talks to me again about connecting to your inner child. And then we have Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. You guys are actually very powerful, and you hold so much potential within your soul. And that just makes me kind of sad that your mind might be holding you back, and might be your biggest challenge into really starting to embody this beautiful person that you really are inside. You guys are very beautiful on the inside, on the outside probably as well, but on the inside, I'm just getting you guys are just these angels, and you're here with an important purpose on this earth, and you don't really have to think about that purpose yet, because I know for a lot of you this might put a lot of pressure on your shoulders when, I feel you guys are very much centered on yourself right now, and that's a good thing. Not really centered on other people, on helping others, just like on healing yourself, on helping yourself, being with yourself. And that's good. Keep doing that. And they just want you to focus on your own healing. Start working on yourself. Start working on your mind. Therapy, if you're not doing that yet, might be really good for you, specifically if you're in this more dark energy. So therapy will be good for you. Doing certain practices that help connect you to your inner child. Really start working with your mind and with your brain, and rewriting and rewiring your brain to start thinking more optimistically, more positively, to be grateful. Keep gratitude journals, have gratitude lists for what you do have in your life. And wow, I just said that you guys might be manifestors in human designs, and I completely forgot that this card manifestation was here. So double confirmation, you guys are manifestors. Think about what it is that you would like your life to look like. When you could have anything, when you could really choose and decide what your life looks like, which you can, what would it look like? What would you do? Who would you be? And it's okay if you don't know all the answers yet, because I'm getting the sense a lot of you guys don't really know yourselves yet. And just, if that's the case, start working on getting to know yourself, getting to know who you really are. Okay, so this is definitely the self-care, self-improvement, personal development pile, but it is all serving a greater purpose. And universe again is saying, I promise everything is going to be okay. I'm just getting the star cards coming through again. This card of pure hope, giving you the hope that everything is going to be okay, because it is. I just wanted to pull one tarot card. We have the Six of Pentacles. And this is a message for those of you who are already wanting to help other people, or know that this is your purpose with the Mystic Healer here. And this is again talking to me about filling your own cup and putting on, like, the thing in the aeroplane, what they always say, like, put on your own, like, what's it called, like, mask, so that you can get air before you can help your kid to put it in as well, or something like that. So this is the same thing, like, fill your own cup first before you start being generous with others, because otherwise you're going to deplete yourself completely. This is just all about focusing on you and finding this balance within yourself. You guys might be Libras as well, or have this in your chart or in your North Node, and struggle with finding balance in your life. And it all starts with finding balance within yourself. Okay, I wish I could tell you more, but this is all I have for you today. I hope that this helped you in some way. Please let me know down below if it did. Like this video if it resonated with you, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. I'm just sending you so much love and so much luck on your journey. I know it's not an easy one. Just know that there is a light coming at the end of the tunnel. That's the biggest thing Spirit wants to tell you. And to also know that the answers are that you're maybe seeking are all inside, because I'm just getting the sense for some of you that you're like, wait, like I want to know more. Is this reading over already? And I totally understand that. But at some point, I can only give so much because it's a general reading. And because you guys, a lot of you are meant to be healers and are meant to be helping others, you're meant to really be on this journey of healing and helping yourself first. And one of the reasons why you may be so lost and looking for answers and in the dark right now is because Spirit wants you to find the answers inside, to find the guidance inside. And they want you to know that you can be your own reader. You don't even need to have cards. You can just start automatic writing, for example, which means just writing in your journal and seeing what comes through, seeing what comes out. You can meditate, for example, as well, and connect to your guides and just have your journal nearby and just write down whatever comes through. And it's something that requires practice. It's a journey that I've been on as well. But eventually, when you start doing it, you realize that you don't need an external reader like me to tell you what's going to come next in your life, or messages from the universe that are comforting, or from your guides and your angels that are comforting, because you are able to find them inside with your own practices, your own tools, whenever you start to meditate, or whenever you tap into these energies, or ask for guidance or assistance, or when you do automatic writing. And I sense that that is a big lesson for you, just to know that you can find the answers within. You do really hold that power. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Wishing you a beautiful day. Bye. Hello there, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you today. Let's just shuffle the cards. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, okay, we've got let me go. I'm sorry. And second chance. Okay. I'm sensing this is going to turn into a love reading for you the next 7 days. The energies are kind of confusing for me, so I'm going to pull an oracle card already to help me see if this is about love or not. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what is going to happen the next week for pile number 3? 37, the Guardians, shielding, defense, warning. I'm just getting that for you guys, the next 7 days, someone is going to try to find their way back into your lives. Now, if you guys don't have a person in mind, or don't have a past romantic interest or relationship, this could be someone you don't know yet who has been looking at you from a distance, or you might already know them, but you don't know they might carry these feelings for you or this interest in you. But the second chance could also talk about someone that you know from a past life. So this doesn't necessarily has to be someone from your past in this life, because some of you really aren't waiting for anyone from your past to return. You don't want them to return, and this could still be about that person, I'm not going to lie, but it could also be about someone from a past life. In any case, I sense that someone is wanting to come into your life, whether it's new or old. And with this Guardians card, like, this is just this guarded energy that you're carrying. You have like these super tall walls around your being, around your heart, even in your energy field, where you don't want people to come in, or you don't want a romantic relationship at this time, which is completely valid. And it could be because this particular person hurt you in the past, or for a lot of you, just because you've been hurt in general, or you're just not open to love at this time, and you're just extremely guarded. You're like not letting no one in. At the same time, I'm getting the sense that the universe wants you to open your heart, which is why they're sending this person your way. They want you to open, like, let your walls down, let your guards down, open your heart, because for a lot of you, the closing of your heart has made you a little pessimistic about love or even about life in general. You may think, like, I'm never going to find anyone who is not going to hurt me anyways, or I'm never going to find anyone that I'm going to be with forever anyway. So why even let my guards down and allow my heart to open when I'm going to end up being hurt anyway at the end of the day? Like, it's just not worth it, or it's just not worth it anymore. And if this is a person from the past, you may even like already told them, like, let me go, I don't want this, I'm sorry, but I can't do this right now. Now, once again, like, if you're really feeling that way about a particular person, I'm not going to tell you to let them back in. If you, like, I trust your judgment. So if that is the case for you, like, just know that, keep that in the back of your mind. But I'm getting the sense in general of, like, for a lot of you, there's someone coming in who you actually secretly do like and might want in your life, but you're just too scared to actually let them in. And I feel that you're pulling your guards up either way, even though you would like them to come in your life. There's like this contradiction, this contradictory energy here. And if you are still interested in this person, if you do see something in them, give them a chance. That's what I'm hearing. Give them a chance. The universe wants you to open your heart. They want you to do that, not only for love, for romantic love in any case, but for a multitude of different reasons, because this love, this opening of your heart chakra, is going to help you in other areas of your life, as well, with passion, passion as in your hobbies, but this could also be passion in a romantic relationship. But I was more so thinking like passion for following your passions and following your dreams and your goals, for allowing miracles to happen in your life. There's this actually scientifically backed up theory, which is whatever you focus on is going to get bigger in your life, or is going to have more space in your life. For instance, when our eyes and our mind, they filter, our mind, oh my god, I can't explain this in English. I'm not a native speaker, you guys. Anyway, whenever in your whole reality, your mind always, there's so many impressions coming into your mind, right? So your mind has to shift what it is that comes in and what it is that you kind of disregard without even knowing. This is a very unconscious process going on at the level of your brain. But you also have power in this by focusing on the positive things. Your mind will get into the habit of focusing on other positive things in your life as well, whereas when you focus on negative things, it will focus on negative things as well. So this is all about the power of the mind as well. And once you open up your heart in general and open up your heart to love and positivity, this just will make you more positive in general as well. I mean, when you're in love, you can see the world through rose-colored glasses, right? And this can be a naive thing and an innocent thing, but it can also be a beautiful thing, being realistic at the same time, but also still kind of romanticizing your life and trusting that good things are coming your way and that they are wanting to come your way. And with the guardians here and the number 37, 3 and 7 are very spiritual numbers. And with the guardians, I feel that this means your angels and spirit are protecting you, and your guides are protecting you from negative forces and influences coming in. But in order to really experience the true beauty of life and to experience true love, which I know you guys want to experience as well, a lot of you guys haven't known true love yet, I'm hearing, you need to open up your heart and give your heart a second chance, basically. Let's see what else is going on here. Isolation, loneliness, reconnection, home. And it's 25, which also equals up to 7. Okay. Yeah, you guys have been isolating yourselves. You guys, oh my god, this is so funny to me. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, it's so funny the synchronicities that are happening because you guys are just lone wolves and you've been lonely. And I just can feel that you guys are longing for connection with other people. Specifically romantic connections. And if you're already in a relationship, then it's about connection in general with other people, or you might even feel lonely or unhappy, if I may say so, in your current relationship, or maybe in your relationship that you're in, you're just like not completely opening your heart. But if you don't open your heart, I'm hearing that there is a chance you might lose this person because you're not opening yourself up. So you are feeling lonely and you do want to connect and you find connection and true love. And for a lot of you, I feel high priestess energies coming through with this moon here, and there's a moon here as well. And you guys are just very intuitive, very spiritual. And you might even have this longing of just going back home to the stars, to your star family. Not that you guys are like thinking of actually doing that, but just like in general, when you're a star being, a star seed, I recognize myself in this as well. You just sometimes have this longing of going back home, of it's like, oh, this is not worth it, and I just want to go back to the stars, to home where true love is all around me and all that. But the beauty about this life is that you can actually experience true love in human form, which is an incredible thing that souls in the stars, when you're there, you can't do that. You can't experience love on a physical level that the way we as humans can, and that's such a unique and special thing. So your angels want you and your guides want you to fully enjoy that and start enjoying that. Okay, so let's see what else we have here for pile number 3, the next 7 days. What else do you want to tell us? Okay. Oh my god, this is another number 7. Contemplation, silence, knowing, releasing control. And there's this beautiful lotus flowers on there as well. And this is coming right under the card of second chance. So if you are thinking of giving someone a second chance, I sense you guys in the next 7 days are going to contemplate on this, are going to think about this. And hopefully, I feel if that's the case, this reading does have an impact on that as well, of knowing that it's time for you to open up your heart again, to let someone in or to let people in general, and releasing control of outcomes, because that's what this is all about. I sense a lot of you are anxious and scared of potentially being hurt and of what will happen, and this might result in you wanting to control everything, like strong Virgo energies coming through, not meant in a bad way, just in general. You're just wanting to know when you give this person a second chance or a first chance, how this is going to go, how this relationship will be, like if they're going to hurt you or not, all of that. And the thing is, you can't control this. You can't control other people. You will never be able to control your life. I mean, to a certain extent, but these things are just things that come to us and we can't really decide when they come. This is also a thing of like when this person's coming in your life. Maybe this person's coming in at a time when you're like, well, I don't have time for this, or I wasn't expecting this quite yet. But that's the thing, like sometimes people come in at a time when it's not perfect in your life, but it doesn't mean that you should turn them down right away, because they could add great value to your life at this time and they're coming in for a reason. So Yeah, and it's so beautiful that the 7 is coming through here again as well, because that's about the next 7 days that you are going through this process of hopefully contemplating opening your heart, at least contemplating it, sitting in silence and being like, why is it closed? Why am I afraid to open it? And just going over your past hurts, maybe even trusting that your angels are here to protect you, even calling upon them for protection if you want to. Maybe you want to work with Archangel Gabriel or Michael or Metatron, even is coming through. So, yeah, just know that you have a chance of coming out of this isolation that you're in right now, and why not just take it, you know? So let me see what else wants to come on. And then also with this I'm sorry card, I feel like some of you already turned this person down that wanted to come in. And this kind of signals to me that maybe for some of you it's time to like set your ego aside and contact them instead of waiting for them to contact you, depending on your situation, of course. And just being like, well, I'm sorry that I reacted that way. Let's just try it again, or try it for the first time. But again, like, use your own intuition in these situations, because I don't want to tell you to, like, some of you may be asking about a toxic person. Like, so many people watch these readings, and if that's the case, like, I definitely don't want to tell you to go back to this person. So use your own discernment here, okay? You will know if this is a good person. That this is, you know, for those of you, the story I just sketched here, this is for those of you for whom like a good person came in your life, but you just turned them down because you were afraid, and you just kind of like setting your ego aside, going back to them and like, hey, well, I want to try it anyway. I'm sorry I reacted that way. That's for those of you who know that this was a good person. Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Wow. This is a beautiful energy of you just opening yourself up and coming, yeah, really connecting to your heart chakra, to all your chakras for that matter, just like balancing them out, I'm even getting. And this is also just a really beautiful omen of what it would mean when you let this person in, when you start this new journey, when you start this new relationship. And it's going to bring you so much happiness. You're going to shout to the heavens with happiness. You're going to be so grateful for this person coming into your life. And the lotus flowers here also remind me of good luck and happiness and good karma, and just a lot of luck coming your way, okay? So this is beautiful, you guys, and it just all starts with you opening up your heart. So that's all I have for you today. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. I'll see you again next time. I'm sending you a lot of love on this journey. Bye!